The VideoBar VB-S is Bose's attempt to add value to the increasingly congested world of video conferencing, but does it succeed at this attempt? Intended for small meeting and huddle spaces up to 3 meters squared, the VB-S takes over from its bigger brother, the VB1, by shrinking the footprint down to over half the original size. What's left is a diminutive package easily capable of sitting out of sight in small offices, but yet one that still offers 4 beam steering microphones and an impressive 4K Ultra HD wide field of view camera. Unlike its bigger brother though, on the back are connections solely for power and USB-C in and out. There's no HDMI port for connection to an external TV or monitor, and no real functionality beyond setup and configuration via the built-in Wi-Fi connection. It's a premium product costing just over £850 here in the UK. The big draw for many is probably that it can tuck neatly under a television, perched on a table, or unobtrusively mounted to the wall using the included bracket. An initial concern I had was compatibility with other devices, as typically people will be plugging their own workstation into the system, and any headaches mean that they probably just won't bother. While you do need to install some dedicated software to get the most out of the product, the unit is plug and play for both Windows and macOS for everyday functionality. Bose's work configuration software is supplied for that first setup, available as both an app or via the web browser, and it allows you to do things like manually adjust the beam angles and positions for the beam steering microphones. In our experience, that hasn't been necessary, and leaving everything set to automatic has been more than sufficient. A nice but unexpected additional benefit is the built-in Bluetooth connectivity, which means that the VB-S can function as a standalone speaker to stream music when not being used for meetings. But the VB-S's job is, of course, to aid conferencing, and all that clever remote control capability is meaningless if it can't do that essential job well. Picture quality is crystal clear from the 4K camera, the wide field of view gives a 123-degree view of the entire room, and up to 5 times digital zoom allows you to zoom closely into faces. 2 auto-framing modes help tune into the action as well. Group mode keeps all in-room participants in view and allows remote participants to better see and understand the conversation. Individual mode, by contrast, frames and dynamically follows the presenter. Initially, before we got into grips with controlling everything, we were doing meetings with just the wide field of view, making it hard to see facial expressions unless the participants were sat very close. But once we got into grips with setting up the 2 preset views and the auto-tracking functionality, this has no longer been an issue. On the audio side, VB-S houses 4 beam steering microphones for actively focusing on voices. While you're in a meeting, you can gain some control over the audio and video output in real time using your smartphone and the Bose Work mobile app. It mirrors the functionality and button layout of the included hardware remote, allowing you to select between the 2 predefined camera views, zoom and pan the camera, enable and disable auto tracking, and adjust the volume levels. So, in conclusion, the VB-S ticks all of the boxes for being a diminutive product that can effectively provide clear audio and video capture for small meeting rooms. And it does so in a convenient, bring your own device fashion. But this is also where the biggest frustrations probably lie. The USB-C only capability means that the product ends up functioning as basically a fancy laptop peripheral. The upside though is that it is by default compatible with any software platforms that run on your computer. The choice to add built-in Wi-Fi, but only use it as a means to manage the device from other rooms, also seems like a huge missed opportunity. The inclusion of a remote control, therefore, also seems slightly superfluous, given that the meeting organizer will already be sitting in front of their laptop. Yet, crucially, the device does its core job admirably, offering great video and audio capture capabilities without complicating the procedure.